Dan, you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay. All right. Calling the City Council meeting of June 25th, 2024 to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Jordan.
Here.
Justice.
Here.
Lewis.
Here.
Nelson.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Silver.
Here.
Ursu.
Here.
Motion to approve the minutes of the City Council meeting from June 11, 2024. So move.
Jordan.
Yes.
Justice. Yes. Lewis.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Silver.
Yes.
Ursu.
Yes.
Motion to pass the consent agenda items as they appear on the agenda today. So move.
Second.
Jordan.
Yes.
Justice.
Yes.
Lewis.
Yes.
Nelson.
Yes.
Robinson. Silver.
Yes.
Ursu.
Yes.
We'll move to reports. Mayor Thomas.
Mr. President, tomorrow our directors will meet with Chris Renane and his directors to discuss further in our partnership of exploring funding opportunities for CIP, which is capital improvement projects. This meeting will provide an opportunity for collaboration and potential financial support for our projects that we're currently working on. So the primary focus will be the service department, lighting, and security cameras. This will conclude my report.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. Are there any questions from that report? Okay, we'll keep it moving. Do we have a report from Fire Chief Newman?
Yes. Former ladder truck apparatus donation in exchange for use of Auburn Career Center. He actually discussed this already, so.
Okay, we'll keep it moving. We already, yeah, he already did. No problem. We'll move to Police Chief Calvin Williams. Is there a report from him?
Yes. On Monday, June 24th, 2024, the Richmond Heights Security Camera and Access Control Committee made a site visit to the City of Wickliffe Police Department. The purpose of the visit was to view their current city camera system and gather information on the lessons learned as well as the scope of their project. We gained a better perspective on the tasks ahead and also received a pledge of support from them as we move forward. Our next meeting on this project is July 9th at 1:30 p.m. at City Hall. And the current streetlights project is still in the information gathering stage. Sorry, no updates at this time. The Suburban Police Anti-Crime Network is comprised of the cities of Richmond Heights, Lyndhurst, Highland Heights, Mayfield Heights, and Mayfield Village. The group was started as an effective way to pool the law enforcement resources of each city to accomplish crime reduction and have a coordinated response to issues involving major incidents like bomb threats, hostage incidents, major drug investigations, etc. And the ongoing new construction and development in our city also brings some traffic-related issues. Police and fire departments are regularly meeting with the various construction companies to review, revise, and approve traffic plans in those areas to cause the least amount of congestion on our roadways. Thank you.
Okay. Do we have a report from our interim finance director?
No.
Okay. We'll move to Building Commissioner Bill Gallagher.
Thank you, Council President, Mayor, members of Council, and the public. First of all, I just want to reinforce the decision to move Rick Samorata into the fire prevention role. He will be missed in the building department. He was the glue that held us together for the last 8 to 12 months. Without him, there were times he was the only one in the department. He does know the building department like his back at his hand, but even more importantly, he knows even more about fire prevention. So I think his responsibility is going to be better suited. And right now, the building department's in a good position with the last recent hires that we've had, and I think we're going to be able to carry on without him. but we will be working with him on a daily basis because he's only across the parking lot.
Yeah.
As far as our report, I'll keep all on a positive. You can hopefully see Bell Oaks is moving. You can see that the Myers store precast wall panels are going up. Those are going to be finished before July 4th. That's how quickly this building's going to be shelled on the outside. They'll be putting the roof on it next. I would expect steel to be on the site within 30 days. If you went past Firestone, you can also see that Firestone is now clad, and they're going to be working on the interior. We're starting with the more mechanical, electrical things, and they're right on schedule where they're supposed to be. The last two parts in the Bell Oaks is the storage building. They are now enclosing the east side wall. That project has started up. They'll have that completely separated from the remainder of the site. And the last thing is the sanitary connection. I don't know if the city engineer is going to report on that, but I've seen an email from him where the county and the city engineer have agreed on a solution, and therefore that project should be moving along and going into construction in the very near future. Lastly, our grass cutting and exterior property maintenance are continuing on a regular basis. I think we're getting ahead of it right now. I think Ryan's doing less and less cutting, and we're hoping that because of a proactive approach, we're going to see more responsiveness on the residents of the community, and hopefully alleviate the service department of having to do some of those tasks. That said, I have nothing else to report, and I'm available to answer any questions you may have.
Do we have any questions? Okay, thank you for that report. Do we have a report from our Human Resource Director?
No report at this time.
Okay. Can you read the report from our Economic Development Director?
Yes, this is a report from Chelsea Kovar. In November, Ohio voters passed Issue 2, which legalized recreational marijuana use for individuals 21 and older. The Joint Committee on Agency Rule Review allowed for a dual licensing program that will allow existing medical marijuana dispensaries to also sell non-medical cannabis products, recreational. The Ohio Department of Cannabis Control began accepting applications for dual licenses, which is medical and recreational, to produce and sell both medicinal and adult use recreational cannabis on June 7th. At least 56 Ohio municipalities or townships passed moratoriums prohibiting adult use cannabis businesses. The moratoriums often cite the need for time to review current ordinances and identify any conflicting laws with state laws legalizing marijuana before making any changes to their own code. Excuse me. Multiple jurisdictions have indicated an intent to actively study current law and create recommendations for their locality once the final state rules for the adult use recreational industries are adopted. I recommend continuing the moratorium on recreational marijuana in Richmond Heights to allow for a thorough study of current laws and the creation of comprehensive recommendations. This approach will enable us to first implement medical marijuana businesses, as providers must be established as medical providers before entering the recreational market. By first implementing medical marijuana businesses, we lay a solid foundation for future recreational marijuana operations, ultimately benefiting the entire community. By extending the moratorium, we can ensure a well-regulated, safe, and economically beneficial introduction of recreational marijuana to our community, informed by data and experiences gained from the initial rollout of medical marijuana operations.
Okay. Thank you for that report. I'll read the report of Service Director Ryan Tiedemann. The street crew has finished repairing the catch basin and road on Stevenson Street. Cold patching was done throughout the city limits. The grass is being cut daily at all the city properties. Chipping was done this past week. They had to cut a couple of properties with tall grass issues. Baseball fields are prepped daily. Continue with trash pickup at all parks around the city and bus stops every day. Resident bulk pickups will be done on Wednesday of this week. All restrooms are open and clean daily. The landscape crew continue working and maintaining flower beds throughout the city. Flower baskets are awarded every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The picnic tables, gazebo, and pavilion were power washed at Richmond Park this week. We installed a new light pole and solar light on Pearson's Drive. We are currently hauling away the wood chips, regrinds, and old dirt piles on the city property on the back side of the lodge. The mechanics continue working on diagnosing and repairing police, fire, and SD vehicles and equipment. Chardon Road construction is still ongoing and will last till August 3rd, 2024. Rec Director Cameron doesn't have a report, so we'll go to City Engineer. Okay, can you read that one?
2024 road program. Survey work is coming to a completion this week, and we anticipate contractor bidding in July. Chardon Road resurfacing for 2024. This is an ODOT project. This project will resurface Chardon Road from the West Corporation line to the east. The contractor is Cole Burton Contractors, LLC, and the sale amount is $1.5 million. Here's a summary of work currently taking place and work planned through the month of June. The concrete subcontractor, D.L. Smith, is continuing work on the various concrete items and casting adjustments. They have started at the far west end of the project and are moving east. Per the plans, temporary traffic signals are being utilized to move traffic around them as they perform this work. As they finish a section, the signals will move down the road with them. Manhole, water valve, and monument box adjustments still need to be made. There are a few more curb ramps that need to be poured, but most of them have been completed. The current schedule shows the project finishing July 30th. However, the contract completion date is August 30th of 2024. They'll likely finish sometime in between those dates. CWD Large Valve Project. This intends to replace a 48-inch valve on Trubisky Road just south of Highland. The project was awarded to Terrace Construction. The contractor's estimated schedule is June 7th through the 13th for pothole existing water main, installing maintenance of traffic measures July 11th, and complete the entire project by August 1st. CWD repair of the 48-inch water main on Trubisky. CWD is currently ordering parts to make the repair on the 48-inch main. They're not yet sure of the lead time on the parts, but they will update us. Wilson Mills resurfacing project for next year. Survey field geotechnical work is complete. Environmental work ongoing. Phase 1 plans were submitted to the county on April 8th. Phase 3 plans are in progress and due August 13th. And we did receive OPWC funding for the local portion of the project, and that concludes the engineer's report.
Okay. Any questions regarding that? Well, we can't answer them anyway, he's not here.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that main replacement for next year? You said 24, 25. I'm
For
sorry.
CWD?
Yes. Or he didn't.
What is CWD is currently ordering parts for the, to make the
This year.
repair on 48?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
You got a little worried, huh?
Yeah, I got him.
Do we have any comments from our audience at this time? Okay, we'll keep it moving.
Unfinished business, ordinance number 89-2024, introduced by Mayor Thomas, second reading. An ordinance amending Chapter 787 of the Codified Ordinances, video surveillance systems for apartment complexes, and declaring an emergency.
We're going to hold this as second reading.
Ordinance number 90-2024, introduced by Mayor Thomas, second reading. An ordinance amending Chapter 789 of the Codified Ordinances, video surveillance systems for businesses, and declaring an emergency.
We'll also hold this for second reading.
New business, ordinance number 92-2024, introduced by Mayor Thomas, first reading. An ordinance amending sections 1301.05 of the Building Code and sections 1501.04, .05, .08, .09, .10, .12, and .13 of the Fire Prevention Code of the Codified Ordinances to eliminate the position of Fire Safety Inspector in the Division of Building, Zoning, and Housing, and to replace that position with the position of Fire Prevention Officer in the Division of Fire, to specify the method by which fire prevention officers are appointed, to authorize the Chief of Fire and Fire Prevention Officer to enforce the Fire Prevention Code, and to permit the incumbent Fire Safety Inspector to perform the duties and exercise the authority of a Fire Prevention Officer until that inspector's separation from city employment.
I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Jordan?
Yes.
Justice?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Ursu?
Yes.
Move to passage.
Second.
Jordan?
Yes.
Justice?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Robinson? Silver?
Yes.
Ursu?
Yes.
Ordinance number 92, 2024 passes.
Resolution number 93-2024, introduced by Ursu, first reading, a resolution adopting the alternative tax budget information of the City of Richmond Heights, Ohio for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025, submitting the same to the Budget Commission of Cuyahoga County and declaring an emergency.
We're going to hold this at first reading.
Resolution number 94-2024, introduced by Mayor Thomas, first reading, a resolution authorizing the disposition of Division of Fire Vehicle Inventory consisting of a year 2000 American LaFrance Quint ladder truck for trade-in allowance credit with Auburn Career Center Training Grounds for Firefighter Training Services.
Motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Jordan?
Yes.
Justice?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Ursu?
Yes.
Move for passage.
Second.
Jordan?
Yes.
Justice?
Yes.
Lewis? Nelson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Ursu?
Yes.
Resolution number 94-2024 passes.
Resolution number 95-2024, introduced by Mayor Thomas, first reading. A resolution authorizing the disposition of unneeded city equipment for a trade-in allowance and store credit with Marshall Power Equipment, LLC.
Motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Jordan?
Yes.
Justice?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Robinson? Silver?
Yes.
Ursu?
Yes. Motion for passage.
Second.
Jordan?
Yes.
Justice?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Ursu?
Yes.
Resolution 95-2024 passes.
Resolution number 96-2024, introduced by Justice, first reading. A resolution confirming the action of the Zoning Board of Appeals with respect to the request for variances to zoning code sections 1165.03A11 to construct a storage shed at 382 Balmoral Drive.
Motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Jordan?
Yes.
Justice?
Yes.
Lewis?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Ursu?
Yes. Motion for passage.
Second.
Jordan?
Yes.
Justice? Lewis?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Silver?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Ursu?
Yes.
Number 96-2024 passes. There is currently no correspondence, and with that, this meeting is adjourned.
Oh. My husband not gonna believe I've been the council meeting.